May 20th, Paul is washing up and notices that the shower head is too high. Suddenly his wedding ring falls from his finger and he stares at his hand in shock. When he goes to the kitchen, Elise discovers that her husband is now shorter than her. This time Paul goes to the hospital so the doctors can put him through a bunch of tests, from full body scan to blood tests. A few hours later, a doctor tells Paul that all the results are normal. However, his height is now 165 and he weighs 63 kilograms, which means he's lost 15 centimeters and 10 kilos in just a few weeks. Unfortunately, the doctor has never seen a case like this before and has no explanation, but she does think that the shrinking has been consistent and it'll keep happening. At home, Paul is extra aware of his size because his feet don't touch the floor when he sits. Eventually he's so small that he looks like a doll on the chair. On June 30th, Paul is the size of a cell phone. Tofu stares at him through the window, so obsessed that he isn't bothered by the rain. When Elise arrives with potential house buyers and shows them around, Paul panics and rushes to hide under the bed, devastated to hear them talk about his precious home like some product. After the guests are gone, Paul yells at Elise for not telling him that people were coming since it could be dangerous for him to be seen. He's also angry that she's selling the house without consulting him, so Elise points out that she did mention the idea. Paul just keeps yelling and says this is his house, so Elise has to remind him that they don't have an income anymore. She doesn't know what else to do since Paul refuses to get treatment and her words cause him to snap. He says that treatment is for sick people but he is perfectly healthy, so he doesn't want to become a guinea pig for some random lab. And when she yells, the force of her voice is so strong that it almost throws Paul off the counter. When Paul looks at the corridor, he discovers that Mia has watched the whole argument.